Ladies and gentlemen, the OKL World Final is about to begin. There will be no LCQs because we have 23 drivers that rocked up tonight out of the 30 plus we should be having. However, 23 means with all 5 of those guys that would have been racing in the LCQ has now joined the pre-final. They'll just start from the back and we're going to get going from here. So, the admins are just sorting out the list to get all the drivers in the server. Whilst we wait, let us just give a shout out to Move Racing, Racing Simulators. They have come on board and sponsored the OKL World Champ will be getting a awesome rim for their wheelbase of, well, whichever one they are using. That thing's valued at 20,000 Rand, and that's about just over 1,000, I think $1,100. So it's a fantastic looking wheel, and if you didn't know, I'll quickly show you guys on screen. That's what it looks like. Very, very, very nice wheel, and I'm excited for whoever wins the championship to get that one, and they'll make a custom mount or hub for that thing to be mounted onto their wheelbase. And yeah, that is Move Racing. Super excited with that. And then what else do we have? Sema Racing getting on board, partnering with us once again. That's a racing team down in Namibia. And then also AK Designs. That's Alphonse Kiwi Designs. One of the drivers here. He's been giving us all the liveries for these carts. Awesome. And he's been helping guys with the helmets and stuff like that. So awesome job by Alphonse Kiwi once again. And then again, against the odds esports, as always, the guys that runs the OKL setup, we will be sponsoring a 1-year membership to the champion, 6 months for second place and 3 months for third place. And then anybody else that loses out, of course, we have announced today the Black Friday special, 50% on 6 months and 1-year membership. So please feel free to get yourself involved from Friday until Sunday. But yeah, well, we're just giving everybody some time to get onto the servers. The admins are sorting it out. And we are going to give them just about 5 to 10 minutes worth of practice. No LCQ, like I said, so we're going to go straight into the pre-final and the final like we did on the juniors category. I still haven't seen the final results. I don't think we'll see it during this race because everybody else, all the admins are already into this setup. Some of the guys are getting some extra practice in. So who should we see on the servers tonight? Let's have a quick look. Alphonse Kiwi will be starting in P1. Zach Turner in P2. Bentley will be in P3. Mansloof in P4. Clemenkis in P5. Lucas Bonhomme P6. Lucas Freden in 7th place. Jack Pullen will be in 8th. We'll have Valentin Saleti in 9th place for the pre-final. Elliot Rukel Zimfer in 10th. Brett Murdoch in 11th. Kai Newman out of place in my opinion in 12th place. Martin Ristad also, who's had a really good showing in that last race yesterday in P13. Leo Larson 14th. Elias Beatty in 15th place. Oscar Oberg in 16th place. Nils Lagerstrom in 17th. We'll have Terry Hanziker starting in P18, Anton Carlander in P19, Oscar Paulsberg in P20. Carlander and Paulsberg definitely out of position. They'll have a lot of work to do. Then William Marshall in 21st place, James Kell in 22nd, and Riyad Yusfi will be starting at the back. Once again, apologies for the delays. We're just waiting on the permitted list to get sorted, to get all the drivers on to the server. And it's also just worth mentioning there will be only one driver here can become a 2-time OKL World Champ, and everybody else is first-time hopefuls. There will be no defending champion this year. Alex O'Grady, for some reason, did not make it to any of the heats and has not been gracing us with his presence. So a new champion will be crowned, or a 2-time world champion, OKL World Champion, will be crowned. Server disconnection. Okay, quickly just reset. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody's now on the server. We are seeing them joining in. Yes. Alright, whole host of drivers currently sinking, but we are getting ready for the pre-final. Hopefully everybody is going to behave. Just make sure that all the correct drivers have been joining. Yeah, there we go. No admins as the drivers. This is it! Oh, Breath Murdoch has hit that invisible wall, smashed into the tires, or into the curb rather. Oscar Paulsberg, he's got a lot of work to do tonight. Kai Newman has changed kart again. Kai Newman's coming out with the Kart Republic. Yesterday he was on OTK, was he not? Klemenkis, at least we've got their helmet sorted this time around. William Marshall is driving with Lucas Sturman's helmet. The two Prema karts, Kel and Turner, going through the pits. They have about 5 to 10 minutes worth of practice, and then we're going to get going, guys. Please tell me, who do you think? Oh my word, what's happening there? Is the server dying, or is the drivers just doing weird stuff? It's because people are still joining in, waiting for them all to load. Gonna reconnect quickly, apologies. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are on the track, and we've got 23 carts on the board. My word, that's a whole lot of them, and I am so excited to see what's going on here. Let's have a look. 23 carts. This is the pre-final. The pole position will be occupied by Alphonse Kiwi, and then second place will be occupied by Zach Turner. So it will be a War Motorsports driver, and then Turner runs the Prema kart there. Oh, there's a whole lot of accidents happening there. Guys have about 5 more minutes hopefully to go, and then we can get going with our racing. Hopefully they behave during the start. Okay, there's 5 more minutes to go. 5 more minutes to go. And then these boys are hopefully going to do something special for us. I'm really excited. How about you guys? Who do you think is going to take it? We've got a 2-time world champion hopeful in the form of Alphonse Kiwi. Everybody else, first-time hopefuls. Who do you guys think is going to take the world title? Of course, the pre-final is pretty much just your qualifying heat for the starting position into the final. All the heats they've been driving gave them their starting position for the pre-final. So in the best possible seat in the house, Zach Turner and Alphonse Kiwi on the front row. Everybody else is going to have to do something special to get behind them and pass them on track. Let's just have a look at everybody's ping, just make sure we're all good. Seems great. Nobody on track apart from Wheeler Marshall's got high ping. Valentin Saliti is reconnecting. Let's just double check everybody is aware of this special event. Oh, we can get going. I'm so excited for this though. Right, let's see. What does the chat say? Is Ben and Zach surely? Come on, Alphonse, win this. Who's going to take top honors? Lap times at the moment is suggesting Kai Newman's doing really good in his practice. Okay, we've got about 2 minutes, 3 minutes to go before we head into the actual final. Let's have a look at the facility. The pre-final, rather. Here we go. We are racing at Silverstone Karting Grand Prix Circuit. Brand new facility that was built in the last couple months. Turn 1 and 2 very fast through there. Then hard braking and passing opportunity to 3, 4, 5, 6. Pretty much flat out through there. And then we're going to go through 7, which is a braking zone, nice long straight uphill towards a hard braking zone into 8, 9, 10 and 11 all flat out. Then your first 180, 12, 13, second 180 into the last corner. There's another passing opportunity, a long run up towards the straight. We saw a couple photo finishes yesterday. Total elevation 4.86 meters. This is an awesome looking facility at the world-class Grand Prix circuit. And that is Silverstone. I am so excited for this, guys. I can't begin to explain my excitement. 23 carts on the grid. And there seems to be, let's have a quick look at the carts on the track. Another Kart Republic festival. OTK, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Valentin Saliti is having serious issues getting into the service. So, William Marshall's the other one. Where is Saliti? Oh, he joined with a different cart. Okay. Thank you. Not ideal when you do stuff like that because it does break the timing sheet. Anyways, whatever. Valentin Saliti has joined with the Kart Republic. He did not like the OTK. We've got one CRG in the form of Martin Ristad, and then it's OTK, Kart Republic all the way. Lucas Bonhomme, he had a really good pace yesterday. I'm very excited to see what he does. Where is he starting, actually? Let's have a quick look. Bonhomme in P6. That's a good starting position. Right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The pre-final is about to begin. 12 laps worth of racing. I know it says 13 on your screen, and that is because we've got one formation lap. Hopefully the drivers behave themselves all the way through in a formation lap. They should be well oiled by now. They all should get this sorted. Oh, one important thing for them to note is they have limited tire sets. They only have 4 sets of tires, which obviously they would have used at least a big amount of that. One set during the practice session. Then, oh, hold on, guys. Let's keep it respectful in the chat, please. Give me 1 second. Thank you, gentlemen. We have to keep it respectful in the chat, please. We're here to watch racing. We're not here to be ugly towards other people. We're here to respect them and have a good night on the OKL servers. Waiting on all the guys to go to the track. Lucas Bonhomme is showing in P1, but he's obviously not. He will start in P6. Super excited for this one. The pre-final, 23 carts on grid. Hopefully all of them's there. Timing sheet will get sorted. There's nobody in sync limbo, so we are good to go. Two drivers did not start. Whoops. This is it. Pre-final's gonna get underway. Two drivers, DNS. Hanziker and Marshall. That's very unfortunate. Marshall will have a lot to do on the back of the grid. Alright, everybody's lining up. P1 will be starting Alphonse Kiwi, War Motorsports Esport. This is a big grid. I'm so excited. Hopefully everybody's not ping FPS last. This is one of the fullest grids we've had in a long time. Let's see what happens if we go to who's at the back of the field. We're still waiting on a couple carts. Don't heat up your tires when you're double file. You guys know the rules. See what the what their ping looks like when they get close to all the carts. Nice. Okay, so I'm assuming there won't be a lot of, I think the director just said no. I know he's given them enough time to get those tires in the window, hopefully. Will Marshall make it into the server, though? He's still just in a sink. That's unfortunate for Marshall. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is it. The start of our pre-final, the OKL Worlds. This is the last heat where you can maximize your qualifying or starting slot, because the finals where it's all that. Here we go. We are going into double file. Everybody's behaving into the final corner. We go. Alphonse Kiwi, Zach Turner. These are the two guys up in the front. Everybody's going to tuck in behind each other, all very, very much looking like they are behaving. Let's just quickly take all the names and look at how beautiful this is. A full 23 card grid, 21 on the grid at the moment. And this is it, ladies and gentlemen. The pre-finals about to get underway. Lights out and away we go. Alphonse Kiwi and Zach Turner getting a good start. Ben Lee pushing Alphonse Kiwi towards the first corner. Hopefully their carts. Oh no! There goes the cart off into the bus. Somebody lagged out and sent someone flying. Braith Murdoch got up, absolutely sent into the abyss there. Oh my word, that is chaotic there, but everybody else in the front seems like they are facing forward. Zach Turner has lost 4-5 positions already. Alphonse Kiwi, Ben Lee, Alphonse ran wide, Clemankis is coming into the play now as well. Zach Turner is getting involved. It's a four-way battle up front. Ben Lee's got the lead now. Ben Lee from P3. Zach Turner is going to try and send it down the inside on Alphonse. Nope, he has almost taken him out. Not ideal for Alphonse, but he's still in 4th place. Kai Newman had a really decent start. He's come through the field already. Kai Newman, I think, started in the middle of the pack, and he is facing forward. He's in 5th place already. Even if he finishes there, that's a really good starting position for him in this final. Kai Newman, Alphonse Kiwi, Zach Turner, now all over the back of Clemankis. Ben Lee and Zach Turner has been working very well yesterday. This time around, he's going to have to do everything himself. Clemankis, oh, there's a nose cone on the track. That means somebody lagged out and got taken out, and that means they have to retire from the pre-final and start at the back of the field. We've got 19 carts remaining. 21 started. We've only lost 2 after that chaotic first couple corners. Mankey's holding off Zach Turner at the moment. Alphonse Kiwi has lost quite a lot in the beginning. He's got some work to do. He's not even catching them. So Alphonse might be running a different setup tonight. Zach Turner down the inside of Clemankis, respecting that pass. Mankey's is not fighting that too much. He realizes there's a lot of pace. Alphonse Kiwi is going to want to have to say something about this. We're now still following Mankey's. Kiwi's getting involved. He's going to send it down the inside in the second one. No, he's not. Zach Turner holding off Mankey's at the moment. Ben Lee's breaking away from them. We've done this is lap 3, done and dusted out of 13. 12 racing laps, 1 formation. Mankey's, Kiwi, Zach Turner, they are fighting up front. Everybody else seems to be facing forward at least, so that's good. Zach Pullen has been, he's pulling out of this final, pre-final rather, unfortunately. Oh, Mankey's getting it sideways over the curb there. Opens the door for Alphonse Kiwi, who sends it down the inside. But look at that, cut back from Mankey's. The Dutch driver against the Swedish driver. Both of them in the same chassis, Kart Republics. Alphonse late and hard on those brakes, but he's braking. He's losing touch of Ben Lee up in front at the moment. Ben Lee had a really good start from the get-go, and he's just been keeping that lead nice and consistent. Here comes Zach Turner, though. Zach Turner is catching Ben Lee very quickly at the moment. Turner, well, Lee, Turner, Mankey's, Kiwi, that's the top 4. Kai Newman still in 5th place, but he's not being able to catch on or catch the back of these guys at the moment. Alphonse Kiwi just looking behind. He's going to send it down the inside into turn 1. Another cutback by Mankey's. Alphonse seems like he is trying a little bit harder than what's needed. If we know anything about Turner and Lee, they probably won't swap positions at all. They'll just stick where they are. That's a front row lockout for the 2 mates. Charge behind though. Newman, Yusfi, James Cow's gone through. I think it's pretty much last on the grid. So that's really good. LSBT, Mansloof and Rukel Zimfer. Here comes Carlander. He's also charging through the field. Carlander is currently now, he's moved himself into, what is that, P10, I think. Paulsberg's also got a lot of work to do. Bonhomme has fallen far off. Here comes Freden. Oscar Oberg just clipped something there and he spun out there. But the lead still, Turner. Turner has actually gone past Ben Lee this time around. So now we've got Turner leading. Ben Lee's in second. He's going to want to keep onto the back of Turner's kart. Let's see if we can see the side of these tires. Because Alphonse might be running a different set for the pre-final. Because there is the prime and the option. There is a difference between the tires. One of them will give you a lot more bite at the end. And one will be giving you a lot of bite in the beginning. And over 10 to 18 laps in, I think that, yeah, the final's 18 laps. You might want to be running the second set rather than the first one. Here comes Kiwi. Kiwi, Mankies, it's still a four-way battle. We've gone halfway through this race. And all four of these guys, nothing can be, well, nothing splits them at the moment. Apart from one kart between Lee and Mankies. Kiwi's got the pace. Will he be able to come through the field? Mankies, Alphonse Kiwi, still, Mankies has got a time penalty. So Kiwi will be promoted into P3 as it stands. However, he doesn't want to be P3, does he? He wants to be P1. Lap 7 of 13. Alphonse Kiwi, Clemenkies, still trying to get onto the back of Lee and Turner. It's a Kart Republic lockout in the front at the moment. In the form of the Prema karts. Here comes Alphonse Kiwi, sends it down the inside. Uphill. Now they're going to start going downhill towards the twisties. Down into the 180s we go now. Alphonse Kiwi's gotten by and he seems like he's got a bit of a gap now this time. Kiwi has now starting to... Is he now finally getting his groove? Did he go with the alternative strategy with the tires? And he might be getting more grip now in that set of tires of him compared to the boys up in front. Let's see what the gap is this time around. 4/10 he's gained. He's made a pass and he's still gained on Ben Lee and Zach Turner. These two up front are so consistent though. And so clean with their driving. It is impressive. Seems to be big fights further down the field. Let's have a look here towards James Kell. No, not James Kell. Yeah, behind Newman. Oh, look at this. This is 3 wide into turn number 3. Anton Carlander is getting involved and he wants to get by because he is currently in 9th place. Carlander started almost at the back of the field. Here we go. Carlander's made another pass there. Carlander now. Kai Newman has fallen off the leader pack. He was in P5. Excuse me. Apologies for that. Carlander goes down the inside on Zimfer as well. Carlander, Newman. Oh, we can't go side by side through this part of the track. And BT sends it on Carlander. That's not ideal. Come on, guys. The twisties is not the place to pass. And still BT and Carlander is rubbing side pods. That's not ideal for them at all. But unfortunately, whilst that was happening, we missed the pass. Alphonse Kiwi on Ben Lee. Kiwi now has gone up into P2. He has Turner in sights now. Lap 9 of 13. Look at the driving from the top 4. It's world class. This really is the best drivers in the Kart Racing Pro simulator. Really, it is a phenomenal bit of skill that these boys are putting on the display tonight. Look at the defense there. Turner hard on the defense. Alphonse is going to have to try something else. Turner is not going to let go of pole position. He doesn't want to. Zach Turner, Alphonse Kiwi. Oh, they touched again. Nothing coming from that though. Turner is making that kart as wide as possible. Have you ever seen a kart that's 4 meters wide? That is what Zach Turner is showing us at the moment. And he just puts that kart on the white line on the inside of the track. Alphonse tries a dummy. Not working out. Zach Turner is not falling for that at all. He's having none of it. Zach Turner, what a masterclass of defensive driving at the moment. And what that is doing, that is bringing Ben Lee back into play here. Because he's now all over the rear of Alphonse Kiwi. Alphonse Kiwi is not even looking behind him. He's not even focused on behind. Oh, it's a late send from Kiwi. Oh, that's unfortunate. Maybe Alphonse lifting his hand, realizing that might have been a bit of a boo-boo from his side. Acknowledging that was a bit, what's the word, overzealous. Yeah, Alphonse doing the sportsman-like thing. Look at that. He's allowing Zach Turner back in ahead of him, and that will obviously negate his penalty because he realized that wasn't the move to make, and he made a bit of a mistake. That's such great sportsmanship. What a awesome set of drivers we have on this grid. Thank you, Alphonse Kiwi. A lot of respect shown between them, and that's awesome. Even though they both have lost positions, Alphonse has negated that by showing or raising his hand and letting Zach Turner and Klemenkis come back by and then want to do that legally this time around. Is it me or does Alphonse nose cone look a little bit second hand there? And it might just be the paint there. Let's see what's happening behind. We've got Cal has gone past Yusfi now. So James Cal has really had a good charge in this pre-final. Oh, Alphonse with another dummy. Zach Turner maybe realizing, nope, he's not letting that one go. Turner going on the outside, back into the inside for the next corner. Really hard defense there. Alphonse might have to just forfeit this position. As I say that, Alphonse is on the inside of Zach Turner and he can't defend that this time around. Alphonse got the line into turn 1. Side by side we go. Turner realizing that that's not going to be the position to try and hold on to that. Really awesome driving between these drivers. Let's see what's happening up front. Klemenkis, Bentley. Nope, the gap is still decent between them. We are seeing James Cal and Riyad Yusfi at the moment having a good battle on track. That's P5 and 6 as it stands. Epic driving, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just go down the field. Mansloof. Carlander is up into P8. Carlander has had a really eventful race so far, but he has managed to survive all of those exchanges, and he is now in P8. LSBT. Kai Newman has gone further down than what we thought he would be. Freden, Valentins. Oh, he touches the grass. Saliti. Oscar Polsberg. Oscar Oberg. Leo Larson further down the grid, and Niels Lagerstrom is right at the back. Ben Lee, Klemenkis. Klemenkis does have time penalty, so he's going to have to figure something out. He does have the fastest lap, though. Mankis, Ben Lee, Alphonse Kiwi's ahead of Zach Turner now. Kiwi's going to want to try and get closer. This is the final lap of our pre-final. My word, it has gone by quickly, and it's been eventful up front. Mankis just raising his hand. He knows he's got a time penalty, so he's going to have to try and break that gap. But if Ben Lee is defending, he's pushing them back into Turner and Alphonse Kiwi. Is that best friends coming into play here? Yep, he's definitely defending. Not really nice, nice driving from Ben Lee there if he's doing that on purpose. Here we go, crossing the line. Now Ben Lee takes pole position for the final. Klemenkis will be moved down into 4th place. Oh, he just sends into the tyre. Alphonse Kiwi will go into 2nd. Zach Turner in 3rd. James Kell 5th place. Riyad Yusfi is in 6th. Anton Carlander has been promoted to 7th. Time penalty by Mansloof there. LSBT will be in 8th. 9th rather. Kai Newman in 10th. Valentin Saliti is in 11th place. Rukal Zimfa in 12th place. Lucas Freden. Oscar Polsberg, Oscar Oberg, Leo Larson, and Niels Lagerstrom. But Bentley will be taking pole. We'll probably need a couple minutes for the admins to go through all of these incidents. Hopefully they've gone through most of it already. But they'll have a bit of a delay. Go into a free roam cam while we wait. Just look at this, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, what a beautiful sight we have here at the Silverstone karting track. Just look at all these karts lined up in the pits area as we now wait for the official results. We're going to see if we can get some commentary, or some of the top three at least get their opinions on the race. I'll just be moving them into the channel. Zach Turner was in third place. Alphonse Kiwi. Ben Lee. Right. I am now joined by Zach Turner in the commentary booth. Zach, it was a pretty eventful pre-final, full grid. A lot happening out there. Unfortunately, an exchange between you and Alphonse. It did seem like he backed off and let you by again. Just talk us through that incident from your side.
Yeah, it's not really on, to be fair. He just took me out, and he can give the place back, but I expect a penalty. I don't really think it's on. I'm in the lead, and he's gone for a move that weren't there. Yeah, I'm not happy.
Yeah, fair enough. Just remember to open a ticket and get the incident reviewed if you want. I'm assuming the admins will be having a look, but in any case, yeah, just make sure. Zach, regardless, you'll depending on penalties, but if nothing comes from it, we're just gonna go with that because obviously I don't know what's happening. P3 is still a decent starting position. If anything, P3 actually seems to be the better starting position because that's where Ben Lee started and he finished in P1. So yeah, you're still in a good place, whether it's P1, P2, P3, P4. Good luck. Good racing from your side. It was really good, and I really enjoyed that. Well done.
Yeah. Cheers.
Joined in the commentary booth here by Alphonse. Alphonse, a little bit of a...
I don't know what that racing was.
Yeah,
like, first, they make a killing move, and then just push me off when I try to overtake, and then moving more than once over the straight.
Just yeah, it seems to be there was a lot of defensive driving. Yeah, it seems like the top three, even though they've got top spots, not all entirely happy with the driving standards. Just again, remember to open your tickets. But Alphonse, still, regardless, emotions aside, you're still in it for to become a 2-time world champ. So remember to, once you go to the grid, let the emotions get out of it and just focus on your racing. It was epic racing from you regardless. So hopefully you can put on another good show in the final for us.
Yeah, I will do my best. Try not to get killed. Bring it home.
There we go. Thank you, Alphonse. And we'll just get Ben Lee in the commentary booth. Hey, I'm joined by Ben Lee, who took P1 in that pre-final. Ben Lee, at the moment, I'm not sure about penalties, but it seems like you're in a good spot. Although I do think P3 for you has been working better than P1. How do you feel about that race from your side?
It was really interesting, to be fair. I got a good start, got away at the start, but my pace wasn't really there. So Zach and Kivy and Clem caught up to me, and then it all got a little bit close together with Alphonse and Zach. But I got quite lucky, and I was able just to defend against Clem on the last lap and keep P1.
Yeah, I think Clem was actually asking you to not defend because he knew he had time penalties. And I think he was trying to stay ahead, and I could definitely see you doing some favors for your teammate there by being defensive and pushing him back into them. But yeah, congratulations, good racing from your side overall. Hopefully the final goes well and you guys all face forward by the first couple corners and you have a good race.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for the pre-final. Now we wait for the admins to finish up the incident reviews. I have just seen in the Discord there's a whole bunch of tickets being opened. I feel sorry for the admins, if I'm honest. A lot of work for them to be done. However, it's their job. We'll go for a short break, and then we'll get going very, very soon, hopefully. And we'll just go on mute for a couple minutes, and we'll keep you guys updated, okay? Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the final. The penalties have been dished out. We are getting ready for the final. I'm going to give everybody a minute to get back on the track and we can get going. Okay, it seems like one driver has been disqualified from the final. We're no longer taking part. That's unfortunate for Jack Pullen. That's really, really unfortunate for getting a disqualification there. For the start infringement on the pre-final. I think he took a couple people out there in the beginning. Very unfortunate. But unfortunately, that is part of the racing. I mean, Alphonse Kiwi had this similar scenario last year, and he got disqualified, so you'll have to take it on the chin, and we can get going. Oh, if this car's lagged into each other, I need to quickly reconnect. Just loading in. This will be a lengthy load. There's a lot of carts to load now. However, I'm excited. Ladies and gentlemen, who do you think is going to take this final? Who's going to be the newest OKL World Champ? Who is not on the server? Our timing has bugged out, so we unfortunately have to reconnect. Hopefully there's enough time for us to get back in. Okay, we are loading back into the server. Hopefully there's enough time. They haven't started yet, I hope. Apologies, I got a bit of a timing bug. Maybe the admins are just delaying their formation app a little bit. I hope so at least. I am busy loading back in, so we should be good to go in the next couple seconds. We're in. We made it in time, ready to rock and roll. There we go. This is the start of our final. We're just in time into the last quarter. We go, ladies and gentlemen. A world champion will be crowned in 18 laps in total. This is it. Alphonse Kiwi on the outside. Zach Turner. No, Bentley on the inside. And that's lights out and away we go. Bentley, Zach Turner getting a good start. Alphonse Kiwi on the outside. Alphonse got sent into the wall there. Alphonse Kiwi got taken out there by Riadus. Oh, there's chaos. That will be a restart for sure. That will be a restart. Holy smokes. Wow, that's chaos. Okay, now everybody's go. Okay. Okay, Bentley's got a prime real estate right now. Who's at the back there? Alphonse Kiwi is taken out. Let's see how far back he has gone. He's got a lot of work to do. That is really unfortunate. Where's his name out, actually? Alphonse Kiwi, Riyad Yusfi took him out. I saw that on the start. No, that's not ideal. There we go. Down the inside goes Kiwi. He's got a lot of work to do now. Excuse me. He's not too far away, though. He's got 18 laps in total to catch. We might want to follow Alphonse Kiwi's journey through the field because he's got a lot of work to do. Kiwi now, where's he on? He's currently in P8. Wow. Lucas Bonhomme and Klemenkis has also fallen off the lead really by quite a big gap there. Has got a lot to do, but look at Bentley. Bentley has got a huge margin ahead. We're going to follow Kiwi because he's going to be the one that's going to go through the field. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Alphonse Kiwi down the inside. Lucas Bonhomme has lost the position. Now James Kell. Klemenkis next on the target. We're going to follow this journey through the field. Bentley has got a gap of note. Down the inside goes Alphonse Kiwi. James Kell. Nope. Ew, he sends it down the inside. Hard send there by Kiwi. He is charging through the field already. Somebody's lost the rear bumper there. They're going to have to go pick that up and retire their cart, unfortunately. Alphonse Kiwi is really lucky to have that rear bumper still sitting on his cart because that thing is looking very second-hand there. Klemenkis next on the track for Kiwi to pass. He's now in P7, I believe, on the track. Klemenkis, Bentley's got a huge gap, 1.4 seconds. One thing I have noticed that Bentley and Zach Turner definitely work together quite a lot. So I wonder if he's going to make it really difficult for anybody to pass. Make sure his mate Bentley gets the victory. Bentley had a good start though. He got away from the get-go. And he's not going to look back right now. 4 laps done. Here comes Alphonse Kiwi. Now, just further ahead, we've got Manslouf on Zach Turner. Zach Turner's going to... He's actually... Lucas Vreden is in second place. Lucas Vreden. That's phenomenal. Lucas Vreden's got come through the field. Or Manslouf giving Zach Turner just a bit of a love tap there. Just to let him know he's there. Klemenkis, Rukel Zumfa there in the charge as well in P5. Here comes Alphonse Kiwi. He's charging. But 2.4 seconds. You'd want to say that's a little too much of a charge to do. Oh, here comes Alphonse Kiwi. Sending it down the inside on Klemenkis. That's 2 for 1 within the space of a corner. Kiwi's gone 2 positions up. He's now into P5, I believe, already. Zach Turner. Kiwi's going to send it down the inside. He's not going to hold on. I think Zach Turner might have the wrong setup loaded because he's just holding back here. He's falling further down the field there. Unfortunately, Mansloof in P3, Lucas Frieden in P2, Bentley 3 seconds the gap. Bentley's got a huge gap. We'll keep an eye on it. 5 seconds for Kiwi. Will he be able to do that? That's a big gap to make up to the back of the leader, really. Klemenki is all over the back of Kiwi. Mansloof has got a decent gap to Kiwi. If I was Mankies, I would just sit behind Kiwi. Kiwi's a man on charge right now. I would tuck in behind him and kind of help or just work with him to get onto the back of the lead, because 3.1 seconds, 3.2 seconds, Bentley's got a huge gap. This is very much the same as last year. Oh, look at that! Alphonse Kiwi sends it down the inside. He's not afraid to send it. He's charging at the moment. He's down into P4 now. No, P3 rather. The next guy on track is Lucas Frieden, P2 position. What was the gap? 5 seconds was the gap. Has Alphonse made anything up there? It's difficult to catch and pass people. Alphonse Kiwi, 4.4 seconds, so he's made almost 6/10 on Ben Lee. Ben Lee, there's quite a big gap, but still, 4.4. What Kiwi's going to hope for now is that Frieden doesn't get in his way. But Lucas Frieden's really had a good final so far. He's in P2 at the moment. It's really epic to see. Well done, Lucas Frieden. He has had a very quiet set of heats. And here he goes. Where is Zach Turner's in P7? Where's his pace gone to all of a sudden? I'm assuming he didn't load his setup. 4.4 is the gap between Ben Lee and Alphonse Kiwi. Kiwi trying to make something happen here for War Motorsports. But that is a big ask. Let's see as they cross the line now. Very big gap. Crossing the line. 4.1, so another 3/10 gain. Alphonse Kiwi is motoring here. Lucas Frieden is not going to do him any favors, I think. Because he's going to want to get that P2. Let's see. Yeah, Zach Turner is not having any pace in this final. Wonder what's happening there. Zach Turner, my assumption would be he didn't load his setup. Down the inside goes Alphonse Kiwi. Lucas Frieden not defending that, although he did turn in, and Mankies thought he saw a gap there and sent it down the inside. Unfortunately, it didn't work for him. Well, it did for Mankies, not for Frieden. Alphonse Kiwi's now got clean air ahead. Let's see what it is. 4.1 seconds the gap. We're not even halfway. There's still something on offer. It depends on the tires. Will they last? What option did he run? Did he go with the primes? Did he go with the option? Look at the gap now this time around. Wow, 3.5. Alphonse Kiwi. That's another, what's that, 6/10 gain on the leader, Ben Lee. Ben Lee is going to start panicking very soon because he's going to have a very angry Alphonse Kiwi breathing down his neck. Are we going to see something special here today? Or is this pretty much done and dusted for Ben Lee? Look at Martin Ristad sending it on the inside. I think he was at the back of the pack starting this race. Ristad celebrating that pass on Zach Turner. He's already gone. By Zach Turner. Yeah, I think Zach, unfortunately, I think he didn't load his setup going into this race. He might even have fuel issues depending on the fuel in that cart. Then Zimfer. Oh, he's got time penalty, so he's further back. Let's see as we cross the line now. Oh, Kai Neiman's got a rear bumper off, so he's going to have to forfeit from this race. Okay, so Alphonse lost a little bit of time that time around. Has he gone through his tires? Has Alphonse done a little bit too much too early in this race? Klemenki's just behind him, working hard. Trying to set some good lap times. Excuse me, Alphonse is currently the fastest guy on track. Let's see, further down, where's Anton Carlander? Oh, he's far down, he's in 12th place at the moment. Carlander not having a good outing, unfortunately. He's had really bad luck in the races. Klemenki's all over the back of Kiwi. Kiwi, I don't think Manki's going to send it though, not at the moment. Ooh, as I say that, he gets very close there. Let's see, they cross the line now. The gap was 3.6. Oh, Ben Lee's got a time penalty. Ben Lee's got a 1 second time penalty. So Alphonse has just been given 1 second for free, and he gained another 3/10 on that lap. So Alphonse is now really going to start charging. He's going to look at his timing sheets on his screen, and he's going to know that Bentley's got a timing penalty, and he knows 2.3, that's doable. But again, those are the things you don't want to leave by chance. You want to get onto the back of that cart, and you want to pass him. Let's see further down the field. Lucas Fred in P4. He's having a really good race. Manslev, Switchback, Esports. 2 of them in the top 5. Great stuff. Martin Rustad has been having such a lovely race. Martin Rustad has been a surprise package in the OKL Worlds this year. Really good pace. Kai Newman's got so much pace, but no rear bumper. So that will be a disqualification for him, unfortunately. That's heartbreak, really, because Kai's also been one of the good drivers with some real good pace. Riyad Yusuf, James Kell, they're still battling. Oscar Oberg, Paulsberg rather, is in P13. He's got a lot of time penalties. Oberg there, Lachestrom, Leo Larson at the back. Then we've lost Carlander, we've lost Valentin Salito, we've lost Lucas Bonhomme. Hunziker got disqualified, and Ellis Beatty is also out there. Brett Murdoch didn't even start this race. That's very unfortunate. Bentley, 2 seconds, the gap now. That's 3 seconds on the track because of time penalties. Alphonse has got a lot of work to do, and he's going to hope that Clemenkis does not get involved. However, Menkis, if he passes Alphonse and he gets past within that 1 second gap, he could take the title here. 1.2 seconds. Did Ben just get another time penalty? No, he did not. That's just Alphonse getting closer. 3.52. I saw run against the wall there. Who's that? Was it 3.52? 3.52, yeah. In the form of Knowles Lachestrom, unfortunately. Oh, this is nail-biting stuff at the moment. 1.2 seconds the gap. Alphonse is getting closer. Menkis is also getting pulled towards him. I think Menkis might also have a time penalty there. Alphonse 1.2 seconds now off the lead. Let's see what happens when they cross the line again. So it's technically 2.2 seconds, but there's a time penalty. Cutting the track somewhere by Ben Lee. Crossing the line this time around. Same. The gap stays the same. Is it me or the laps aren't updating? Our time, okay, hold on, our timing has bugged out. We're going to take this off here, unfortunately. And we'll just use the in-game timing. Unfortunately there, the timing sheet has gone offline for us. But Alphonse Kiwi is 7/10 off the lead now. I'm assuming Ben got another time penalty somewhere. No, he has not, but he is racking up the times here. Alphonse Kiwi in lap 14 of 19 done. Unfortunately, the timing sheet breaking on us there again. I think that's if there's a lag on the server or something that happens. Alphonse has now lost. Clemenkis just a little bit behind him. Oh, look at this. As we exit the last corner, we've got 4 cars fighting all over the track. Lucas Fred and Mans Loof. Kai Newman, who will be disqualified from the race though, but Kai's still hanging it out there. And Martin Ristad also getting involved. Martin Ristad can potentially get a P4 here. That's amazing. It's amazing from Martin Ristad. Oh, Lucas Frieden spinning around. He got clipped by somebody, I'm sure of that. Martin Ristad sending it down the inside. Ristad now moving up another position. That's pretty epic. Ristad should be now in P7, I think. I mean in P4, P3. No, P4, 5 rather. But look at this. James Kell has to get out of the way here. There's no ways he can get involved and block Alphonse in any way. And he is. He has to get out of the way, my word. Oh, wow. Okay, interesting. Interesting, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I can't believe what I just witnessed. I can't believe what I have just witnessed now. I can't believe it, guys. Did we really just witness a friend of somebody take out the potential charge of Alphonse Kiwi to award the title? Did we really just witness something like that? I am in absolute shock right now. I'm in absolute shock. How is this even a thing? Guys, you're gonna... Yeah. I'm shocked, gentlemen. This is... Yeah. This is not okay. I can't believe I just witnessed something like this. This isn't even real. I am lost for words, guys. I can't believe it. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, I will reach out to the admins now and talk about this. This is not okay. And it's not fair towards any driver on this grid. Especially if you're friends and you're taking somebody else out. Yeah, that's very sad. I'm actually quite sad, and it's very controversial. So you guys know, this is recorded. We will definitely be sending. I'm assuming this is Motorsports UK drivers. We'll be popping them an email about stuff like this. It's unreal. It's completely unacceptable. Wow. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, Bentley has finished this race in P1. Clemenky's in P2. Kai Newman will be disqualified. No rear bumper, unfortunately. Rustad will be in P3. However, I am going to quickly take a couple minutes and talk to the admins. Yeah, it is shocking. And we will quickly discuss this. So give us a moment. I will be back in a second. Don't go away. We might have to rerun it. I don't know. I will see what the admins say about these things. Be right back.